My RTX 3090 is overheating with this GTA 5 ultra realistic graphics mod. Okay, this popped up in my suggested videos, and these are always incredible to me when people just boost the performance on a title that you've seen before, and then all of a sudden it looks like something completely different, completely better. Before you play it, you're going to have to go over to the quality settings over there, Will.
Oh, right, yeah.
What
was I thinking? What, 4K? I guess.
Yeah, go all the way up. 4K, 60 frames, ultra realistic graphics gameplay, maximum settings, ray tracing graphics mod. He starts out with a car here. You may have to. Look, it looks amazing. It looks incredible. So good. You have some driving. Obviously, you have some violent gameplay as well. I mean, it's GTA after all.
So you were impressed by this?
Well, aren't you? I mean,
I am. Yeah.
He did say his 3090 is overheating. 3090 is sort of state of the art at the moment. But
yeah,
the future. Like you were showing off that Matrix thing the other day. Remember that?
Yep.
And every so often you have leaps in graphics performance. And it's definitely not for everybody because everybody doesn't have a 3090, and then certainly the game doesn't look like this for the vast majority of people. But you catch glimpses when you see it, like, oh man, and particularly when you're looking at the reflections and things like that. Mm-hmm. The missing pieces, you don't. When you're playing the game, you're in the game, you're like, yeah, it looks good, it looks great, and you don't really pick up. But then you see something like this, and you're like, man, the real world has so many more like micro little nuances, reflections, shadows. There's still a long way to go, but you see something like this and you're like, oof, you can picture hyper realistic virtual worlds.
Yes. I think the lighting has everything to do with it.
Reflections.
Yeah. Once they get those RTX, like that ray tracing technology, like 100%, then I think that we'll be living in it. To be honest,
you know what's funny about this?
So impressive.
The part that feels the most unbelievable is just the way the person's driving. It's not actually the visual appearance of anything. If the driving was normal instead of like driving down the middle of the road, which everybody does in GTA. In fact, sometimes I get so caught up in the driving down the middle of the road, I don't do anything else.
Right.
I just cruise around and completely get off track.
You're just driving like a regular car, obeying the traffic. Like, then it would even look more realistic.
Which I think was the key when you showed that Matrix clip that was being demoed. It was basically a tech demo, and you showed it on PlayStation 5.
Yeah.
Since it was a tech demo and you weren't really playing it, you couldn't see the person playing it. So the video game-ness of it wasn't evident.
Yeah.
And so the same thing goes here as you look around and you're like, man, yeah, virtual worlds are certainly getting there.
And this was a game that was released, in 2013?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much potential. I mean, yeah, if you're even to play it back, in 4K 60, I presume prior to upload it would look even better actually on a person's GPU, just like displayed on their monitor. It would be even. I wonder how many frames they were getting.
It has to be at least 60, right?
It has to be at least 60, or else but it could have been a bit more.
Oh yeah, for sure. 60 and up, I would say.
My RTX 3090 is overheating with this GTA 5 ultra realistic graphics. So go check the original video. 140,000 thumbs up.
Channel's name's Inter. Damn. Shout out.
That looks good right there in the tunnel.
Yeah.